Today, I'm taking on the challenge of debunking some of the most common Valorant myths that you probably believe are true. Valorant's got a ton of myths floating around, and it's time to set the record straight. These myths aren't just harmless misconceptions, they can actually hurt your gameplay. When you believe something that's not true, you're more likely to make mistakes that can cost you the game. So, let's dive in and debunk some of these myths. One common myth is that certain agents are overpowered or underpowered. I've seen so many players complain about an agent being too strong or too weak, but the truth is, it's usually just a matter of skill. Another myth is that some guns are better than others at long range. You might have heard that the Vandal is the best rifle for long-range fights, but that's not entirely true. Then there's the myth that you need to play a certain way to climb the ranks. Some players think that you need to be a super aggressive player to get good ranks, but that's not the case. We also have the myth that some maps are more suited to certain playstyles, like, this map is only for snipers. Let's take a closer look at the agent myth. For example, take Jett. Some players think she's overpowered because of her abilities. But the thing is, her abilities are only as good as the player using them. If you're not good at aiming or positioning, Jett's abilities aren't going to save you. Another example is the myth that Phoenix is a weak agent. I've seen plenty of good players play Phoenix and get amazing results. The truth is, every agent has their strengths and weaknesses, and it's up to you to learn how to play them effectively. When it comes to guns, people often say that the Phantom is better for long-range fights, but in reality, it's all about the player's skill and playstyle. The most surprising myth that players hold is probably that the enemy team can see your position through walls. I mean, we've all been there, you're playing, and you feel like the enemy team just knows exactly where you are, even when you're behind walls. But here's the thing, they don't. In Valorant, the enemy team can't see you through walls unless you're using a specific ability or exploit. This myth has persisted because of how some abilities work, like Sage's wall or Cypher's tripwire, but it's not a hard and fast rule. To recap, we've debunked a few myths that might have been holding you back. We covered agent strengths, gun performance, playstyle, and even what the enemy team can see. The truth is, Valorant's a complex game, and there's a lot to learn. But by understanding the truth behind these myths, you can improve your gameplay and climb the ranks. If you've got your own Valorant myths that you want to share, drop them in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about Valorant, be sure to check out my related videos for more insights.